Hello, everyone. This is author, motivational speaker, and dating coach Matthew C. Horne, and I'll bring you a video tonight titled "The Agreements of the Woman Who's Sexually Attracted to You." It's brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me with the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. So let's get right to it. The agreements of the woman who's sexually attracted to you. This particular video, this is a precursor to the videos that I have in my community space, my new videos. And this is an invitation to join my new dating community, Matthew C. Horne Dating. I'll have my community link where you can join in the video description, as well as pinned to the top of the comments. I'm excited for you all who have been joining and everyone who wants to join. The game I've been spitting on YouTube is unparalleled. I know I've been spitting some heavy game. I know what's out there, and I know what I offer. So this has been an extremely elevated game, and so I had to take it to the next level and create a community so I can give you even more exclusive game and videos and offer you an opportunity to interface with me directly in a more personable manner through Zoom links and conversations, Zoom conversations that we're going to have every week. So this video is a preview to the first video on my page, on my new dating space. And that video is avoiding her deception by observing her behaviors. But this is just a precursor where I talk about just how the woman moves with you when she's sexually attracted to you. So let's get right to it. Just, the movements, the agreements of the woman who's sexually attracted to you. As a sexually attractive man, okay, women offering themselves to you is a normal thing. It's nothing that you're bright-eyed about, wide-eyed about. It's a byproduct of the man that you've become, okay? And if you want me to rehash it, then this is the sexually attractive man. The man who's worked on himself from the inside out. The man that's offering the best version of himself to the world every day. The man whose appearance is a reflection of the awareness that he has of himself and the love that he has for himself. So when you develop that awareness, that creates an identity, and everything about you is unique. And so you're offering your unique, sexually attractive self to the world every day, and beautiful women are responding in accordance with the man that you're presenting to the world. That's as much as I can rehash it. If you need more help becoming a sexually attractive man, you contact me for one-on-one coaching, okay? So with that being said, being the sexually attractive man, you're going to meet women who offer you sexual energy, who engage in sexual energy, who emit sexual energy to you. And once you become that man, that energy is the only energy that resonates with you. If women are offering hoops, if they're offering games, power plays, the typical stuff that a woman will offer a man when she's not extremely sexually attracted to him, you get her the hell out of there, okay? This video tonight is for the sexually attractive man, and like I said, it's a precursor to the first video that I have in my community because I'm offering 2 exclusive videos a week in my community, in addition to a Zoom call where you can get personal with me once a week. And so the agreements of the woman who is sexually attracted to you, it looks like this. Either she meets you and immediately offers a sexual situation to you. She's facilitating that situation. You might be out. She takes one look at you. You talk to her for 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and she's like, let's get out of here. She's facilitating the sexual situation with you because you're a sexually attractive man. She's curating the sexual experience that she wants to have with you because you're her fantasy that she's been waiting on. And so there's no room for manipulation. There's no room for games. There's no room for any disconnect from her lust and her actions, okay? There's no room for that because she's curating an experience that's a reflection of the lust and desire that she has for you. Okay, that's the first type of experience right there. The second type of experience, when you can recognize the agreement that the woman is making with you if she's sexually attracted to you. The second type of agreement is you introduce a sexual situation to her as soon as you two meet. She has to follow your leadership and your guidance, but you're only offering her a sexual situation because you picked up on a lust and desire that she was emitting to you as soon as you two entered each other's space. Okay, and this is where it gets critical, and this is where it gets important right here. There, there cannot be a disconnect between her stated intentions of wanting a sexual a sexual situation with you versus her movements that facilitate the sexual situation that she proclaims that she wants to have with you. If there's no disconnection between those two elements, then that is an agreement. So the agreement is you presenting yourself as a man who's deserving of a woman emitting lust towards him and sexual attraction, and her recognizing that you're the sexually attractive man, and her movements being in congruence with the lust that she's emitting towards you. That's the agreement right there. But the disagreement is when she knows you're a sexually attractive man. She has a level of lust for you as a sexually attractive man, but her movements don't align with the proclamation that she made with you and the observation of you that she has. Okay? So sometimes there's going to be a disconnect. And you have to pay attention to that because in order for it to be an agreement, her lust and her desire has to agree with her movements that validate her lust and desire in terms of the experience that she wants to have with you. And a lot of guys end up in frustrating situations where their time is wasted and they end up frustrating because they thought they were going to have a particular experience, but they were not able to observe the disconnect between her words and her movements. This is just a precursor. I go much deeper into it in my membership community. But you know this is poking game that I spit all the time. So you still won't get some game here. And so let me show you what this looks like because examples solidify and crystallize this. There can be a woman who you meet, whether it's a dating app, whether you're out late at night or whatever the case may be, okay? And sex is the only thing that makes sense to you as a sexually attractive man because you're inundated with sex because women find you sexually attractive. So there may be a woman that you introduce a sexual situation to only because she had that red beam of lust in her eyes. Her energy was saying, I desire you sexually. That's when you introduce a sexual situation. You don't just randomly introduce it. There has to be an atmosphere and energy of lust. So you introduce it to her and she says, yes, okay, I'm in agreement with that. And then she attempts to flip the script. She's like, oh, well, maybe we can meet in person first, or maybe we can go do this first. Any disruption to the instructions that you gave to her to create a sexual situation, that is a disagreement right there. And if the woman is truly attracted to you and moving in the way that you need her to move, there are no disagreements, okay? And so you may be tempted to still move forward with this woman because you did feel the lust initially coming off of her, but then she attempted to flip the script. And sometimes men will push past that, but she's showing you when she attempts to flip the script that she is not in agreement with you as a sexually attractive man and the norm that is established with how you desire women to move with you. And so as soon as the disagreement occurs, because she's trying to control and manipulate the situation, as soon as the disagreement occurs, as soon as her actions do not align with her words, her agreement that she initially made, that is a disagreement right there. And you get your ass out of there. Because you can already see she's playing the game in that she was selling a sexual side of herself to you that she was not totally sold on within herself. She's selling you a disagreement. And once you see the disagreement, that's when you have to disappear. That's when you have to disappear. And I've experienced this because, women offering themselves to me is the only language that makes sense to me. Anything outside of a woman offering herself to me is literally fucking Chinese. I don't understand it. It is a departure from my normal experience by virtue of the magnitude of the man that I've become and the regular experiences that I have with beautiful women. And you should be having the same experiences. That's why I urge you to get with me for coaching. You email me for coaching if you need to regularly have these experiences. And so I can introduce a situation to a woman and I can say, hey, these are the details of the experience that I want to have with you. We're going to enjoy each other's company. We may have a drink, but at the same time, I do not spend time with women who are not sexually attracted to me. This is how I talk to women because I'm not afraid to lose any woman. I'm not afraid to be the villain that's not going to cater to her, that's not going to play her games, that's not going to elevate her above me. So I'm not afraid to lose any woman. When you're not afraid to lose any woman, you talk to them in straight lines that are a byproduct of the intention that you have for her. So I'll tell women straight up, you can come over. There's no dates. There's no Starbucks. There's no walks. Fuck all that shit. Because that every woman has a side of herself that she unleashes with the man that she's sexually attracted to. And you talk to her in accordance with you being that man that she's extremely sexually attracted to. And you find out if there's a disagreement between how you see yourself versus how she sees you, the disagreement. And so I'll tell them straight up, come on over. I have everything set up. You'll be well taken care of. Because you've made an agreement with me in terms of how I see myself and the norms that are established by virtue of the man that I'm presented to life every day as a sexually attractive man who has women offering themselves to him. And so she may agree, and then when it's time for her actions to match her words, she may throw a wrinkle in there. Oh, well, I don't know you like that, and let's go here, and let's do this, and oh, we have to meet in the daytime, and, they'll start throwing wrinkles in there after they made the agreement. The disagreement is the attempt to control the situation because a lot of women will be extremely sexually attracted to you, but they're more concerned with dominating and controlling you rather than experiencing you. The only thing that matters is the woman who wants to experience you. And if the woman wants to experience you, there will be no disconnect between her words and her actions. No disconnection whatsoever. And those are the only women that you flow with. And if, sometimes these women, like I said, they'll try to throw a wrinkle in there, a barrier, a hoop. And as soon as I see that, I automatically know that this woman is not going to give me the outcome that she agreed to give me. And she had to make an agreement because I left no room for misinterpretation. As a sexually attractive man, you leave no room for misinterpretation of your agenda that you have with every woman, your intentions that you have with every woman. You don't hide your intentions. And the only women who dislike your intentions after they agree to them are women who want to manipulate the situation. And so once the woman makes the disagreement, you dismiss her, okay? As soon as you dismiss her, this is what's going to happen because you all had an agreement to meet up, to have an enjoyable time and to have sex, okay? It's really that simple. As soon as you disconnect from her because there is a disagreement within her of the situation that you laid out and articulated, what comes along with that, she's immediately going to shame you. She's immediately going to try to make you feel bad for not acquiescing to her games and her power plays, okay? But it's perfectly fine because you didn't waste your time. And so there has to be agreements. Women who are sexually attracted to you, they have agreements. There's no disconnect between the agreement that they made with the proclamation that you gave to her and her movements that are in congruence with that. That's how detailed this thing is. But you have to pick up on it. And the only way to pick up on it is to become the sexually attractive man. That's why I'm encouraging coaching. That's why I'm encouraging coaching. Because the only way to really see the disconnect is to understand what the connection looks like. The uninhibited, unfiltered, uninterrupted connection. That's when her words and her actions align. That's an agreement. And so if you know what that looks like, then a woman can be slick and introduce a disagreement, but you immediately pick up on it and you remove yourself from the situation. Because you're so inundated with women who agree, who move exactly the way that you need them to move, who introduce a sexual situation and facilitate it without you having to say a word, or who move in congruence with the sexual situation that you put in front of her with no interruptions. That's a sexually attractive man when that happens on a consistent basis. But any departure from that is going to be glaring and it's going to be apparent because you're used to agreements from beautiful women as a sexually attractive man. And so, like I said, the shaming language is coming. The attempts to make you feel bad about not agreeing to her disagreement is coming. But it's okay. Because as soon as she introduced a disagreement, she was speaking Chinese anyway. And so you understand that the fact that she couldn't manipulate and control you, she's going to feel a way about that. She knows you're attractive, but she would rather dominate and control you rather than experience you. And that's the disconnect right there. That's the disagreement. And you have to let her live with the disagreement because you're not going to be present to participate in it. You have to let her live with it. Yeah, the shaming language is coming and, the outbursts and, all that stupid shit. It's coming, but it doesn't make any sense to you and it gets no energy from you because your energy was withdrawn as soon as you saw the disagreement. Her words and her agreements have to match her movements. It's really that simple. And you will pay a price because I've been in situations with women who have agreed to do certain things after I introduced them. And then right before we're about to meet up, she's like, oh, well, do you think we could meet, such and such and this and that? And I'm just like, well, that wasn't quite, what I put out and outlined and you agreed to it. But then I've been in situations, before I became really sharp in this game where I would say, no, I'm not going to do that. And we're still going to do the same exact thing that we agreed to do. And I end up in a situation that is exactly like the situation that I presented to her. I go straight to her place or maybe she comes to my place or something like that. And then nothing happens. But she already told me that she was not in agreement with the situation that I put in front of her, even though she agreed to it. The wrinkle, the misdirection, and her pulling herself away from her word that she gave in agreement with the situation that you put in front of her, that is the clear indicator that the situation is not going to go in your favor and you're going to waste your time. You're going to waste your time. So you only deal with women whose agreements match their movements. Because if her agreement doesn't match her movements, then that is a disagreement. And if the woman is not completely sold on you, or she may even be sold on you, she wants to dominate you, there will be a disagreement. And so you have to pick up on that. You have to pick up on that. You can't be so desperate for sex that you go against the glaring signs that the woman is giving you, that she doesn't want to engage in a sexual situation with you. As soon as she gives you those signs and you still agree to it, and she gets over to your place and it's time for things to go down, she'll be like, oh, well, I'm just not ready. And, even though she agreed to your terms that you gave her, she'll get in the situation and she will disagree. but she already gave you signs. And so you can't blame the woman in that situation. You have to blame yourself for being desperate enough to bypass the signs of her disagreement. Women who agree, they move the same way. They either create the sexual situation or they agree to the sexual situation, and their movements are in congruence with their agreement. There's no disagreement. And the other side of it, like I've stated throughout this video, is that when you make the situation apparent, glaring, and clear, you're giving her an opportunity to make an agreement. And once she introduces anything that is a disagreement with your situation that you presented to her, whether she agreed to it or anything like that, anytime she turns the tide, or whether she initially disagrees with it, a disagreement is a disagreement. You can't be married to her words. You have to be in a state of observation of her actions and her movements. And that's how detailed this thing is as a sexually attractive man. You have to be in full observation of her movements. Her movements are the truth of her intentions and desire for you. Her words mean nothing if her movements do not align with her words. And as the masculine, sexually attractive man, you set the table. And then you sit back and see if her words and her movements are aligned, which is a representation of an agreement. This has been Matthew C. Horne, author, motivational speaker, and dating coach. Bring you a video tonight just talking about the woman who desires you as a sexually attractive man, and her agreements. That's what this is really about, because those disagreements are subtle, but they're glaring if you're the sexually attractive man. If there's any imbalance, if there's any incongruence with her words versus her movements, get her the hell out of there and remove yourself from the situation. It's brought to you by my books, How to Get Beautiful Women and Everything Else You Want from Life, in addition to How to Be Appealing to Successful Black Men for Black Women. They're both available at my website, www.matthewchorne.com. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to continue to push me up the algorithm so I can continue to bring you these elevated messages. And if you want me to make a custom video, I see you in the comments. You want me to talk about particular topics, a donation of $50 or more to my PayPal or my Cash App will get your custom topic, your custom video just for you on my channel, Matthew C. Horne Dating, in 24 hours or less. When you make a donation on PayPal or Cash App, there's a note feature on both apps where you can put your title of what you want me to talk about along with your donation in the note feature. And if your title and if your subject matter is more in-depth than just leaving a note on PayPal or Cash App, you still make your $50 or more donation on PayPal or Cash App, but then you email me at Matthew C. Horne, and you leave your more in-depth description of what you want me to talk about within the email, and then your video will still be on my channel in 24 hours or less. And if my video and my message has been of value to you, having encountered this message right here, don't forget to drop something in my donation information, my PayPal or my Cash App. That's in my video description. Your donations I'm thankful for, and I will continue to bring you the elevated messages based on the support that you all give to me. And if you're in need of coaching, if my voice resonates with you, and you have issues in the dating space and the dating game that you've been unable to overcome, then I am your man, especially if my voice resonates with you. If you're in need of coaching, then email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. Leave coaching in the subject matter, leave your name, your phone number, and whatever issue that you're facing in the dating space. And I will do an assessment and get right back to you with the terms of the coaching. And once you agree to the terms of the coaching, then we'll set a date and time, and then the coaching will commence in that exact moment. But yeah, we've started my community, okay? My community is here. This is what I'm advocating. This is what I'm pushing right now, because we're literally launching tomorrow. This is early. We're launching today. This is early Monday morning while I'm making this video, and it's going to be posted immediately. But yeah, my 2 custom videos, the one that I referred to in this video and another one, they're already set. You're going to get 2 extremely detailed and personalized and raw videos every week in my community space, Matthew C. Horne Dating Community space. And that invitation to enter that space will be in the description as well as pinned to the top of the comments. I want you all to join. If you enjoy what I've been doing on YouTube, you're going to absolutely love what I'm doing in my community space. 2 custom videos a week in addition to 1 Zoom call, okay? Where I get on the line face to face with you all, everyone in my community, and we'll have a particular subject that I talk about, and you all can bring your questions to me, whatever issues that you're facing. It's gonna be a very interface and personal community where you all can communicate with me directly. And the first 20 people that sign up for my community, we're locking the price in for life. We're locking the price in for life. The price is gonna go up as the community grows, as my name and my reputation grows on YouTube and the dating space. The price is going up, but the first 20 people who sign up, we're going to grandfather you in at the entry price. Special things are going on in the community. And also individuals who want the 1-year mentorship, you all have been expressing a need for something beyond coaching. So if you want the 1 year's worth of mentorship, personalized coaching, multiple coaching calls a week, we get together and go talk to women in person. You can have 24-hour access to me. You can call me if you're in the middle of a situation, if you need wisdom, guidance. This coaching is very personalized. And I can only take on 5 people because I only have the bandwidth for 5 people to have direct access to me. If you're interested in that, then you email me at matt@matthewchorne.com. You just leave your name, your number, and just let me know that you're interested in the mentorship, the 1-year mentorship program, and I will contact you and we'll, see if we're a good fit to work with one another for a year. Those slots, I still have some available slots within the 5 slots, and I want to take some of you guys on and take your life to a level that you've never experienced before. But that's essentially it. Check out my community. It's in it's going to be pinned to the top of the chat, and also in the description of this video. And some amazing things are going to happen there. That's all I have for you. But thank you for spending some time with me tonight. And stay close, stay tuned, and I have some more elevated messages on the way. And I'll see you soon.